Are you dreaming of that perfect Italian vacation? Imagining yourself sipping espresso in a bustling piazza, exploring ancient ruins, and eating your weight in pasta? Before you pack your bags and book that flight, there's something you need to know. Italy, a country famous for its laid-back La Dolce Vita lifestyle, has some surprisingly strict and sometimes downright bizarre laws that can catch tourists completely off guard. Today we're counting down 10 things that are surprisingly illegal in Italy. Knowing these rules won't just save you from hefty fines. They'll also give you a deeper insight into Italian culture. Stick around because some of these will truly surprise you.
We're starting our list on the breathtaking island of Sardinia, a paradise known for its dazzlingly white beaches. It's so tempting to scoop up some of that perfect sand or a beautiful shell as a free souvenir, right? Well, think again. It is strictly illegal to remove sand, pebbles, or shells from any of Sardinia's beaches. This isn't just a random rule. Sardinia's beaches are a protected natural resource. The sand, especially the famous pink sand of Budelli's Spiaggia Rosa, is formed over thousands of years from microscopic coral and shell fragments. Tourists taking it, even in small amounts, have caused significant damage and depletion over the years. If you're caught with a bottle of sand in your luggage at the airport, you're in for a nasty surprise. Fines start at €500 and can go all the way up to €3,000. This law reflects Italy's growing commitment to protecting its natural heritage. For locals, the beaches are a source of pride and a vital part of their identity. The message is clear. Take memories and photos, but leave the landscape untouched for others to enjoy.
Next, we head to the Eternal City Rome and one of its most famous landmarks, the Spanish Steps. You've seen it in movies, a romantic meeting spot, a place to relax and people watch, but the reality has changed. It is forbidden to sit, eat, or drink on the Spanish Steps. After a massive €1.5 million restoration in 2016 to clean and repair the delicate marble, the city of Rome banned people from sitting on them to prevent damage. The law aims to stop the monument from being treated like a common bench and to protect it from being stained by spilled wine, greasy food, and melting gelato. If you decide to take a rest on these historic steps, you could be fined up to €400. This is all about decoro or decorum. Italians have immense respect for their historical monuments. This rule is a way of asking visitors to share that respect and to treat the 18th century landmark like an open-air museum, not a picnic spot.
Venice, the city of canals, gondolas, and pigeons. Lots and lots of pigeons. That classic tourist photo covered in a flock of friendly birds. It's now an image that could cost you a pretty penny. Feeding pigeons is banned throughout Venice, a rule first introduced in 1997 and reinforced in 2008 to curb their numbers and protect the city's historic charm. For years, Venice has been waging war against these so-called flying rats, whose acidic droppings were corroding and staining the marble of centuries-old buildings and monuments. The cleanup costs were enormous, and the birds also posed public health risks. Selling and distributing bird feed was banned years ago, and tourists caught feeding the pigeons can face fines ranging from €25 to €500. This law shows the constant struggle Venice faces in balancing tourism with the preservation of its fragile historic infrastructure. Protecting the city's priceless architecture is a top priority.
In 2019, authorities in Cinque Terre introduced a ban on open-toed and smooth-soled footwear, like flip-flops and slides, on the national park's hiking trails. The Cinque Terre coastline holds an almost mythical allure for travelers. Who hasn't seen those iconic photos of pastel-colored houses clinging to dramatic cliffs above a brilliant blue sea and felt an instant pull? These 5 charming fishing villages are a UNESCO World Heritage Site for good reason. You can be fined for wearing open-toed shoes like flip-flops in Cinque Terre National Park, with penalties ranging from €50 to €2,500. The ban was introduced to improve hiker safety and reduce rescue operations caused by unsuitable footwear on the park's rugged mountain-style trails.
This next one is for all the lovebirds out there. If you're driving through the town of Eboli, near Salerno, you might want to put your passion on pause. It is illegal for couples to kiss in a moving vehicle. This law isn't about being anti-romance. It's all about safety. The logic is that a passionate kiss could distract the driver and lead to an accident. It's a rather extreme take on distracted driving. Sharing a smooch while on the move could land you with a hefty fine. So save it for when you're safely parked. While this law is highly localized and a bit amusing, it points to a broader Italian value of prioritizing road safety. It's a unique, if overzealous, interpretation of that principle.
Back to the beach we go. But in the seaside town of Eraclea near Venice, one of childhood's purest joys is strictly off-limits. It is prohibited to build sandcastles on the beach. Before you accuse Eraclea of being the town from Footloose but for sandcastles, there is a reason. The local authorities claim that sandcastles can obstruct the passage along the shoreline, posing a hazard for people strolling by the water and potentially impeding emergency access. You're more likely to get a stern telling off from a lifeguard than a massive fine, but penalties are technically possible. This is a case of public order and safety trumping recreational fun. It highlights a very Italian bureaucratic approach to managing public spaces, even a simple sandy beach.
On a hot summer day in Venice, the cool green water of the canals might look tempting. But whatever you do, do not give in to that temptation. Taking a dip in the canals of Venice is absolutely, unequivocally illegal, and this rule is in place for two critical reasons. First, safety. The canals are the city's main thoroughfares, bustling with constant traffic from gondolas, water taxis, and supply boats. It's a recipe for a serious accident. Secondly, and this is crucial for your health, the water is not sanitary. Venice's sewage infrastructure is centuries old, and while modern systems are in place, a significant amount of waste still flows into the canals. Even in modern towns, some wastewater can reach rivers. But in Venice, it's a much more direct and certain reality. This is no small offence. You'll be hit with a €350 fine and a daspo, which is a temporary ban from the area. Swimming in the canals is seen as the ultimate act of disrespect to the city. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and treating its waterways like a public pool is deeply offensive to the locals who are trying to preserve its dignity.
We're now in Florence, the heart of the Renaissance. You've just bought a delicious panini and want to enjoy it with a view of the Duomo. Not so fast. In Florence, it is illegal to eat and drink on church steps or even on the pavement in the immediate vicinity of major historic buildings. The city introduced this rule to combat the effects of over-tourism. Greasy hands, spilled drinks, and leftover garbage were damaging the ancient stone of priceless monuments. The goal is to maintain decoro and encourage tourists to eat at a proper establishment. If you're caught having a snack in a forbidden zone, you could face fines ranging from €150 to €500. This law is a direct response to the impact of mass tourism. It's Florence's way of drawing a line and saying, please enjoy our city, but respect it as a living museum, not just a backdrop for your lunch.
Our runner-up for the most surprising illegal act in Italy takes us straight back to the Eternal City, and straight into a shattered movie dream. We all know the scene, it's pure silver screen romance. But try it today, and your grand moment will end not in applause, but with a hefty fine and a stern lecture from Roman police. Bathing, wading, or even just dipping your feet into any of Rome's historic fountains is strictly illegal. This isn't just about getting the statues wet. These fountains are priceless, centuries-old works of art, carved from delicate marble and travertine. It's a matter of art preservation. Roman police take this very seriously. You will be whistled at, ordered out immediately, and hit with a hefty fine that starts at €450. You could also be slapped with a temporary ban from returning to the area. For Romans, these fountains are not just landmarks. They are the soul of the city, open-air museums that represent centuries of artistic genius. Protecting them is about preserving the decorum and dignity of their incredible heritage. So, by all means, toss a coin in to ensure your return to Rome. But please, keep yourself out of the water.
And we've arrived at number 1, the most bizarre, most unexpected, and most unbelievable law in all of Italy. Hailing from the fashion capital of Milan, there is an old law that legally requires you to smile at all times in public. You heard me right? This is an archaic city regulation dating back to the Austro-Hungarian era that, believe it or not, was never officially taken off the books. The original purpose is a mystery, but it legally mandates a constant state of happiness. Now, before you start practicing your permagrin, relax. This law is not enforced today. The only legal exceptions were for people attending funerals or visiting a hospital. While you won't actually get a ticket for frowning, it remains a fantastic piece of legal trivia. This law is a quirky relic of a bygone era. It serves as a humorous reminder that laws can be strange, and that even in a stylish, serious city like Milan, there's a history of legislated happiness. It's the perfect, quirky fun fact to share about Italy.
And there you have it. 10 things you cannot do in Italy. From practical safety rules to ancient, quirky regulations, these laws are all part of the rich and complex tapestry of Italian culture. So when you visit, remember to leave the sand on the beach. Wear the right shoes for a hike, and maybe, just for fun, crack a smile when you're in Milan. Which of these laws surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out the corresponding video on your screen for more engaging content. Explore our channel for even more exciting videos. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Globe Gazette for more amazing stories. We value your support. We look forward to seeing you in the next video.